Alright people, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video, and it is time once again for a collection update with your boy Gore. It's been a very long time since I've done one. Honestly, I think my last one was the PlayStation 5 collection update from earlier this year, and guess what we're doing right now? We're doing a collection update for the PlayStation 5. So sorry it took so long. I want to do more of these. I think my next one will be a PS4 collection because it's been a little while since I've done one. I know I need to do an Xbox One collection update because I want to say the last time I did one was like 3 or 4 years ago, probably maybe even longer. I hope not because it didn't feel like that long ago, but you know how time works. But yeah, thank you to everybody that watches these. I know a lot of people enjoy the collection videos and even the pickups videos. I will bring back the video game pickup videos in the future, but yeah, just haven't gotten around to it. But before we even talk about the future, let's talk about right now. Last time I did a PlayStation 5 game collection video, I had 10 games, or maybe a little over. It might have been, I think it was like 10. Maybe it was like 11 or 12. I don't know. As you can see, the stack is pretty big. This stack, and there's a stack right here too. Pretty big. I have 75 games now, and it's only been a few months. I've been going deep in that PS5 collection. I'm going nuts. Okay, I'm going nuts. All right, you better watch out because I can't contain this. All right, so I got a lot of stuff here, and I'm very, very excited to show you what I got because it's good stuff. Always good. So let's get to it. You ready? You ready for the collection update that you've been waiting for? I've had a couple people ask, where is it? Gore, where is it? You said you'd do it last week. I know. I messed up. I'm sorry, but it's here now. It's here now. Okay? Just for you. Just for you. Anyway, let's go. Let's start in no particular order. Just none, because I'm just not that kind of guy, you know? I don't do particular orders anymore. I used to do ABC order, but, or maybe like I would mix it up and like, oh, here's the action games and stuff. No, we're just gonna start, okay? First game, Overcooked. How am I gonna do this, actually? There you go. I can show it like this, right? Yeah, there you go. Overcooked, all you can eat for the PS5 right there. This is the game that comes with, I think, both Overcooked games, right? And, oh, it's remastered in stunning 4K. Look at that, stunning. This game's gonna stun you. That food probably looked pretty good, actually. But this comes with everything, and for a little while, Walmart was selling this version of the game for PS5 for like $3. I'm not even kidding. Walmart was going nuts with some of their games, going super cheap. I guess there's games that just wouldn't sell, so I assume. Anyway, so there you go. That's our first game, Overcooked. All you can eat. You know what? Start off with some appetizers. Get it? Because food. Anyway, let's try this thing. It was working out in my brain. Next, Observer System Redux. This is a game that is from Bloober Team, the guys that did the Blair Witch game and Medium, bunch of horror games. I've heard this is their best game, so I had to get it. Still have yet to play it. It also is like one of the last performances from Rutger Hauer, who of course was in Blade Runner, The Hitcher, Blind Fury. Great actor. Shout outs to Rutger Hauer. Amazing actor, passed away a few years ago. And I don't think he ever got the credit he really deserved, because he is a legit amazing actor. He's so good in Blade Runner. If Blade Runner was a little bit more popular when it first came out, I wouldn't be surprised if he got an Academy Award nomination. But Observer, I've heard it's a really good game, so I really need to play it. Next, speaking of games that are the opposite of pretty good, Necromunda. It has an A at the end. Munda, I guess. Hired Gun, which I believe is one of the 4 million Warhammer games that have come out in the last, I don't know, 25 to 30 minutes, I think. There's a lot of Warhammer games. But this is Hired Gun. This is like a, if you combined Warhammer with Doom, which sounds pretty dope to me, but I've heard it's not very good. But I had to get it because it was an exclusive, when it comes to the physical, it was exclusive to GameStop. And I did want to play it just to give it a try because I heard it was like Doom, so I was like, all right, you got me right there. And Warhammer's kind of cool. Just there's too many Warhammer games to get into, and I'm not a tabletop guy, but Warhammer seems like it would be kind of cool when it comes to lore. So I'm looking forward to Space Marine 2. Actually, I'm actually surprised I am, but I'll try this out. I've heard it's one of the weakest games of the year, one of the weaker Warhammer games too. Next is Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. Picked this up when the PS5 first came out. did an unboxing for it and everything. Great game, of course. It comes with everything. Got our boy Rambo, got Terminator. The stack of games about to fall. Who else? RoboCop, of course. Melina. Great game. Looks amazing. I actually tried this out because I got an OLED TV recently, which I haven't actually played a lot of stuff with my OLED TV. The last like few weeks have been like chaotic with stuff, so just never got around to really playing a lot of games. Halo Infinite looks great on it, though, I will say. But I did try this out just a little bit because I want to see how good it looked, and it looked phenomenal. Anyway, so there you go. Good stuff. A game I still really want to start eventually because I loved the last game, and that is Metro Exodus. It's a complete edition for PS5. Really wanted to get it for PS5 because of those nice little adaptive triggers. Heard it's pretty cool with this game. And yeah, I had to get it, but I have yet to play it yet. So there you go. A game that I really want to replay again because, good lord, that new Spider-Man movie was really good, and I can't wait for Across the Spider-Verse. Of course, we'll talk about Spider-Man Miles Morales. Across the Spider-Verse is like my most anticipated movie of next year, I think, at this point. Like that, the Batman. What else? New Doctor Strange. Anything superhero. Not superhero related. John Wick, right? New John Wick next year, or is that 2023? I think it's 2023. I think it's next year because didn't they start filming a couple months ago? I don't know. Anyway, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, great game. I actually prefer this over the last game. That's just me. Yeah, don't hurt me because I said that. I think some people actually agree though. I just like his abilities more, and I even kind of like the story a little bit more. I still don't really care for Insomniac's storytelling and writing. That's me personally. Like even the Ratchet and Clank game, which by the way I do not have it anymore because I sold it when I 100% that game, but I was done with it, so I wanted to sell it back to get some money back. So there's gonna be some games here you're like, wait, you own that? You don't have Ratchet and Clank? What the fuck? I'm like, yeah, I wanted money back. But yeah, I just don't really care for the writing. Their humor just doesn't work for me. It's just me. I don't know. Speaking of games I own over Ratchet and Clank. Marvel's Avengers, which I still have yet to go back to. I only played about a couple hours of it. What a disappointing game this was. But you know what? For the price I got this like for $15. I didn't have it to begin with. So this is the first time I ever got it. $15? I'm sure it's fine for that. It might be fun for a couple more hours, you know? Hey, you spend like almost $15 a ticket to a movie. So $15 for a video game that you could play for a couple hours and have a good time, and then you could just sell it right back. Go to GameStop. They'll give you like $1.50 maybe. I don't know. Yeah, if you're lucky. One of my favorite games this year, had to get this. Kena, whatever you call it, Bridge of Spirits, which actually won a couple awards at the Game Awards. I'm very proud of it. Good job. Hey, good job, Kena. Amazing game. I actually loved it. I know some people were like iffy on the combat, but I thought the combat was great. I thought the story was great. All the acting, all the characters, all the visuals were amazing. I loved it. I really did. Great game. Had to get it physical. I bought it digitally when it first came out, but I was like, I gotta support Ember Lab. Shout out to Ember Lab. They made an amazing Majora's Mask short. Look up Ember Lab. They have a bunch of other shorts too, but that so good. Anyway, this game's great too. Kena! Next is Lost Judgment. I might as well show this too. Judgment. So, got Lost Judgment and I got Judgment. I want to start these eventually. I don't know when, but maybe one day. I don't know. At this point, I really don't. But Judgment, Lost Judgment, added collection. Great games. I haven't played them yet, but I've heard they're great games. I'll take their word for it. They look amazing. Speaking of amazing games that should have won Game of the Year last year, we weren't, but let's pretend we were. Hades! Hell yeah, you know how to get Hades. Come on, man. I have Hades on Switch, Steam, PS5. I don't have it on Xbox, but I will get it soon. But yeah, I had to get this. The physical is amazing. Look at that like nice holographic shiny cover. That's so good. God, you know a game is awesome when it starts off as an indie game, early access, you know, from a studio that's always made amazing games, but has never really gotten to the higher echelon of like, oh, people love, you know what I mean? Like, Supergiant has always made amazing games. Bastion's amazing. Transistor, I've heard is fantastic. Pyre, I heard was great if you like that style of game, but yeah, I never thought of them like as a higher echelon. I mean, I did, but I never thought like the overall consensus was, you know, they're up there, but now they definitely are. And they got, you could tell because they got shiny. That's why I was going with it. I completely ditched my joke. By the way, but they got a shiny holographic cover, so that means they're a higher echelon. Only. Never mind. Anyway, next, Guilty Gear Strive, or as I like to call it, Ilty Ear Strive, or I guess, yeah, Ilty Ear, yeah, because they decided the G on both Guilty and Gear should be red, and the background should also be red. So from a distance, that just looks like Ilty Ear, but if you look closely, you can see it's like a thing. Not the best design when it comes to box arts and even, you know, the spines, but whatever. It's fine. I've heard that game's amazing. I played a little bit of it. Yeah, it looks amazing. It looks phenomenal. But I played a little bit of it. I was getting with it. There was like a rocker lady. I was gonna say chick, but that's offensive. You're not allowed to say that anymore. But yeah, there was a rocker chick or whatever that I was playing as. She was pretty cool. Anyway, next is a game called Greek. I think it's just Greek. Memories of Azure, which looked really awesome. I love the art style of this. It's like a Metroidvania style game where you actually play as 3 different characters at the same time, which sounded like it could have either been hit or miss. I played about 4 or 5 hours of it, and yeah, I would say it was a hit for the most part. I really liked the art style. The combat was pretty cool. The exploring was fine. It was very routine Metroidvania, but you control 3 different characters and they do different things, of course. Not at first. I mean, in the beginning of the game, you do control them, but you lose them kind of like how most Metroidvania games go, where you start off strong and then you lose all your powers. Maybe not all of them, but some of them do. And then you have to find your companions again. I think your siblings. I think that's the story. The story was actually not too bad too. I actually kind of like some of the characters, but I don't know why I'm showing the back. But there you go, Greek. Everybody, get ready. I'm about to show you the game of the year every year. Godfall. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll blow you back out of your chair. I'll wait until you get back up. I know that force was extreme, so I'm sorry. But Godfall, of course, had to get that. I mean, I got that day one. I'm a true Godfall guy. Ghost of Tsushima, of course, I had to get the definitive edition, or director's cut, whatever the fuck it's called. Had to get it because I wanted it. That was really it. That's the only reason why I got it. I love this game. One of my favorite games last year. I think my second favorite game ahead of Doom Eternal and right before Hades. Hades was number 1. I said that right? Yeah. And Doom Eternal was number 3. Ghost of Tsushima, fantastic game. Absolutely loved it, and had to get it. And I played the Iki expansion, which would have been like $20 itself. So, like, in my brain, I was like, that's $20 right there. I could sell my copy on PS4 and just buy the PS5 version, have that on the PS5. Don't need to pay the extra $10 just to get the PS5 version of Ghost of Tsushima because the whole upgrade strategy plan shit is ridiculous. But whatever. This is a game I really want to start very soon. The Forgotten City. I've heard this is an amazing game. Of course, now it's on Game Pass, so bought it when it first came out. I've heard it's amazing. The story is fantastic. The exploration is really cool. So I really want to play it, but there you go, Forgotten City. Next is Foreclosed, a game that looked really cool. I really like the art style of this, almost like kind of like a comic book style. You can even do the what do they call it? Like when the words like the sound effects appear. What is this called? Onomatopoeia, is that it? I don't know. But it looked really cool, but I've heard it's not very good. So, and it was cheap. It was like $20. I was like, I'll get it. Didn't get around to playing it. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. Still need to play that DLC, but had to get this. Loved this game from last year, and they fixed a few things. Made the frame rate better. Made the textures better, which is good because some of those textures. Oh, good lord. And also made it so you have to crawl through spaces every 2 fucking minutes. That's great. I get it. PS4 was limited, so yeah. But whatever, was really annoying. Anyway, cool. Had to get that. I do want to play that again. I was actually, when I first played it, I was like, I'm probably not going to want to play that again. But I was thinking to myself, you know what? I kind of want to play it again. But I actually kind of want to go back and play the original game again because I haven't played it since I was a kid. Anyway, Tennis World Tour 2. Did you know there was a first one? You probably did because it's Game of the Year every year, just like Godfall. Complete Edition too. So all that DLC, you got 48 tennis players. That's probably a lot more than the regular version. Extra clothes and equipment. So you get another tennis racket. I don't know. Clothes, you can have like a heart or something. I don't know. What do tennis players wear? And oh, that's it. That's all. That's in the complete edition. I mean, what else are you gonna? I mean, I guess stages they could have done, right? Like, here's a new, like, you're at whatever. I don't know. Wimbledon is the only tennis thing I know. The ball can look like a, you can make the ball look cool. I don't know. Anyway, Evergate. This one I got from GameFly. It was like $10. I actually played this. Oh, it still has a little bit of plastic on it. Look at that. I played this on Xbox. It was actually, I want to say it was an Xbox launch or Xbox Series X launch game. This game. I'm sure it was also on PS5, but I was like, yeah, let me play it, and I thought it was okay. I didn't really care for it too much, but $10, why not? Add to the collection. Next is Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. Had to get that. You know I had to get it. Love me some Devil May Cry. To be fair, I probably should have bought it for Xbox because I played Devil May Cry 5 on Xbox, but I was really in the mood for 5, I was like, well, that's true too, but for PS5, I was really in the mood to start collecting, so got it, but I'll probably get it for Xbox also, so I can actually, play it, because that's what I played Devil May Cry 5 on. Next is Deathloop. Still need to get back to it. Great game from when I played. I'm like 11 hours in, but a great game. I highly recommend you play this at your own pace. Don't expect to beat it like a normal game. Go in, really learn things, really find weapons that you'll like, like explore. If you die, that's fine. I mean, double or triple die, because you can die 3 times. I think you can get a thing later where you can die 4 times. I could be wrong. Right? You can die 3 times, or 3 times, right? Yeah. If you play a game, you'll know what I'm talking about. Just don't be afraid to lose in this game, okay? Because that's how it's about, exploring things, and you still retain the information in your brain, which I think is really cool. That's why I was so happy that it won Best Game Direction, because it's just the way that game flows is really well done. Next is Cthulhu Saves Christmas, my first limited run game on the PS5, and the first limited run game on PS5, period. So it's my first and limited runs first. Look, there you go, number 1. I ordered a few more, to be honest. I should have kept up on it. Like, now I feel really bad. I actually missed a couple here and there. Like, Made of Scare, I think was one of them. And there's a couple other ones I missed. And now I'm just like, I would love to go for a full PS5 collection. I would love that. But now I'll have to pay like scalper prices for those limited run games I missed. Sad day. Anyway, boom, Christmas Cthulhu, man. All right. This is all right. I'm not joking anymore. I said Godfall was game of the year, and the other fucking game, what was it, Tennis for 2 or whatever. Crazy Chicken Shooter, or Crazy Chicken Shooter Edition, Wanted and Remake. Can you hear that, by the way? That's annoying. It's loose in the case, but this came out this year, and you are fucking sure as shit I will be playing this, so I could talk about it for our Goaty talk that we will do. So, Crazy Chicken Shooter Edition. Shoutouts. Control Ultimate Edition, amazing game, highly recommended. I actually played it again this year, which is great, because it's great. I don't know. I was moving this, so whenever I do anything else while I'm talking, I just start saying stupid shit like, Control game. I play it pretty good time play. See? Anyway, Control Ultimate Edition, had to get it on PS5, even though it is free technically. It's not anymore, but if you downloaded it when it was free for PS Plus, then you still have it. But I had to get it physical anyway, because fucking amazing game in Alan Wake 2. It's my Alan Wake 2 dance. Well, I'll show both of these. Call of Duty Cold War, Call of Duty Vanguard. Fun games. Maybe not the most fun place to work at, obviously, but still fun games. So, all right. Remember when I said Chicken Shooter was game of the year? BB and Tina. Can you see that? At the horse farm. Have you seen a more friendly couple gals in your fucking life? High-fiving in front of the logo, too. How did they do that? Look at that. That logo is probably not there in the artwork originally. But look, their hand is in front of the artwork. How did they do that? Wow, that's skill. Wow. Photoshop. And this artwork looks really good too. It looks like one of those animated movies you'd find at a dollar store. Ones that made by, I don't know, Blur Blur Entertainment. You know, we make we did it. We made it. Fuck out of here. All right. Balan Wonderworld. Speaking of games this year that may or may not be bad, Balan Wonderworld is definitely one of those that, sadly, I think people actually completely forgot about this because I've seen some people do worse games this year, and I haven't even seen people talk about Balan Wonderworld, which is weird because everybody was talking about how shit this game was. I played a couple hours. Honestly, I didn't really hate it. I liked the ideas. I really did. But having the game be so simple where, like, you split your, like, for a platformer, you have a jump button, you have a double jump, you have, like, an attack and stuff, you know, typical stuff for a, you know, a platformer. But what this game does, and it's so weird, is that they take all that stuff and then split it up into different characters that you could swap to. Or, like, I think it's hats or something. I don't even remember anymore. Like, it's like, was it mask maybe? Like, you put a mask on and then you're a different character. So, like, to double jump, you have to put a different mask on. So you have to swipe through all your masks, and then, oh, here you go. Now I can double jump, and oh, now I can punch if I switch to this mask. And it was just like the whole idea was dumb. I thought, at least, like, I don't know. Aliens Fireteam Elite. Played this for a couple hours. Really enjoyed it. Didn't have a lot of people to play with, sadly. I don't have any friends, but it's on Game Pass now, so, you know, more people are playing it. So maybe in the future I'll just play on. I've been saying that a lot, you know, in this, like, oh, I'll probably just play it on Xbox even though I have it on PS5. I've said that, what, like 3 or 4 times already. All right, next stack. Let's move it over, actually. Yeah, here you go. See, a little closer. First is Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, which I love the original on Switch. Thought it was great. One of my favorite games at the, like, when the Switch was new to play. It was great. So had to get that. Probably should have got it on Switch, but that was one of the Walmart games that was super cheap. Actually, it was, but I think I picked that copy up for at Best Buy for $10. So here's a game I still want to play. It was a launch title, I think, right? Was it a launch title, or it came out like maybe a week later? The Pathless. Actually, I think it was a couple weeks later. No, I think it came out launch, but it was not physical launch. It was like a couple weeks later. It went like GameStop physical, and then I think Fangamer or 8-bit, I am 8-bit says right on the back, had it. So had to get that. Came with like art cards and stuff. I think I did a unboxing for it, but yeah, heard it's a great game. Really need to play it. And I guess around December we just get games that are similar to, like, you know, like one of those runner games kind of. It's not an endless runner, but it's like a game where you're always running really fast and you're shooting targets. Because Solar Ash just came out, and that game is very similar to this. So, and yeah, this came out December, physical at least, and last December obviously, and Solar Ash, whatever. Who gives a shit? Override 2, still want to play this, actually. Just don't have enough time. I have enough time to collect, just not enough time to play everything. But I really want to play. I've heard it's pretty fun, and it has Ultraman. Come on, Ultraman, come on. And it's like a one of those old Godzilla games on the PS2, GameCube. Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. It doesn't have Godzilla in it, obviously, but it has Ultraman, so that's cool. I've heard it's fun, but I really want to play it. And never played the original either. But Ghost Runner. This game is dope. Hard as shit, but dope. Love this game. I actually bought it on PS4, so technically I already had it on PS5. I bought it digitally for PS4, but I had to get a physical copy. I love me some physical, baby. You know, support developers. You know, that's my excuse just to say I wasted money. I'm supporting developers. That's why. That's why I bought it. Not because I like to waste my money. Destruction All Stars. Speaking of wasted money, this was free on PS Plus. But to be fair, I bought this for like $8 on GameFly, so whatever. Another game that added to the collection. What a disappointment though that game was, because I played it and I was kind of enjoying it, but I was also not very good at it, and also like the player base dwindled so quick, and it kind of got repetitive too. And I only played it for a couple hours, so I was just like, this is just not. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. Technically, I did eventually, but when it first came out, I didn't. Life is Strange True Colors. I was actually thinking of starting this up very soon, but I do want to play Life is Strange 2 as well, so I'm thinking maybe Life is Strange 2 first, even though, you know, I don't think you really need to play it to play this, and then play True Colors. But Life is Strange 1 I really liked, so even if, you know, maybe some of the writing wasn't the best, I did like the characters enough. And this one is a little hard for me to count. I'm going to count it, though. It's the Fortnite The Last Laugh bundle. technically it's just a case with a code in it. I'm not going to open it because the code's inside. I mean, I don't open any of these, so that's another reason why I'm not going to open this. I haven't opened any game yet. But yeah, I'm going to count it because it was one that, I mean, if this was sealed, I would definitely 100% count it. But considering it's not sealed, I guess you could say I have 74 games if you want to be that guy. But I think it should count. That's just me. Anyway, Riders Republic, which is actually pretty fun. I only played about an hour of this so far, but I actually really enjoyed it. I don't like the personality. I said that every time we've seen this game during like whenever I did a reaction for it. I was just like, ugh, I just hate the personalities. I hate them. But game itself is really fun. I said that too. Like the game looked fun. I just wish it would shut the fuck up. And I think the same thing while playing it. It is fun. I just wish they shut the fuck up. Immortals Phoenix Rising, another Ubisoft game, and I really like this game. I actually really enjoyed it. So you know what, Ubisoft, you ripped off Breath of the Wild, but you did it pretty well. So if this is the start of a new franchise, I'm not against seeing more because I enjoyed it. The one thing I would say against this is that it has way too many puzzles, and they're very similar puzzles. Like put the block on the thing, you put a block on a button, and then the thing opens, so you can go to the next area where you. Yeah, I mean, some of them were clever, but there was way too many of them. Like, it was like if Breath of the Wild, all of the optional shrines were not optional. You know what I mean? They were mandatory. That's what it felt like at times. I was just like, oh, just to finish this game, I have to do all these fucking puzzles. They weren't hard. They were just like, they were kind of slow, and they started getting a little boring. They were really simple, actually. Not most of them. I think I got stuck like once or twice. Considering it was like a 40-hour game, that's not bad. Planet Coaster, this is the console edition. This game is pretty fun from what I played. I only played maybe like an hour of it. I got it on Game Pass, right? I think when it first came out, was it on Game Pass? I think it was. And I played about an hour, and I liked it. I love these coaster style games. But I think I just at that moment while I was playing it, I was just like, this is too much information, and I'd rather play something else. I think it was what was happening. Same thing that happened with 2 Point Hospital for me. It was just like, this is too much, It was too much. I like more simpler coaster games that get more, not, what's the word I'm looking for? They get a little bit more detailed, I guess. Sure, why not? Dark Pictures House of Ashes, which I still need to play. I'm waiting for the Brazzers porn parody House of Asses. Where is it? Anyway, boom. And the next one actually looks like it might be like legitimately creepy because these ones, every time I see trailers for them, I'm like, Until Dawn was pretty scary, and then I saw Amanda Medan, I was like, and then I saw, what was it, Little Hope, and I was like, I'm getting like Silent Hill vibes, and then I saw more of it, I was like, But that next one looks like legit terrifying, because it's like a serial killer that like kills people and like turns them into like almost like mannequin kind of like animatronic things. Scary shit. Yonder, the Cloudcatcher Chronicles Enhanced Edition. I've heard this is a very cool little like farming style game. So Gamefly had it for like $14 or something like that. I was like, fuck it, I'll add it to the collection and try it out in the future. I love me some farming games. Curved Space. I really wanted to like this because it looked unique. It was very much like almost like a twin stick shooter kind of. But you're on like this track that kind of goes like, like what are those things where it's like a infinite loop thing? Oh, fuck, what are they called? I forgot. But anyway, it's like a track thing, and you can kind of go on both sides of it and stuff, and you're like always stuck, so you're upside down sometimes and whatnot. You know what I mean? It looked really cool, and it was a budget title. It was only $20, but yeah, I just I didn't care for it. I played maybe like an hour and a half of it. And I was just like, Didn't help that the story itself, which there is a story, was really lame. But next is Just Dance 2021. Got it for cheap. I mean, you know me. I like the fucking nay and whip and all that shit. Next is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. This is the anniversary edition. It's all messed up, but I am actually gonna open this soon, and play because I really want to play this game. I've heard it's great, and well, I mean, I played other Monkey Ball games, so I think it's just a combination of a bunch of them. And yeah, so got that for Black Friday, $20, pretty good. The NBA 2K21, that's just added to the collection. That was really it. Hitman 3, which has probably the worst box art ever, because like again, just like Guilty Gear, if you look from afar, you can kind of make details out, you know what I mean? But Like you could barely see our boy Agent 47. You could barely see him. I really want to play this soon. I've been clamoring to murder. I'm nuts. So Hitman 3. Really want to play that. One of I think the first, yeah, my first import game on PS5 is Fist, Forged in Shadow Torch, which I have actually heard is a really good Metroidvania game. I was going to say Castlevania game. I've heard it's really, really good. Has some good action. And I had to get it. So there you go. My first one, straight from PlayAsia. Thank you, PlayAsia. Didn't take actually that long. It took about a month after it actually came out for it to get here. So Fist, Forged in Shadow Torch. Doki Doki Literature Club. Yay! There's a Monica. There you go. Right? That's her name. Monica? That's your name, right? It doesn't say. I have yet to play this version of Doki Doki, but I do have a full playthrough for the original version of Doki Doki. And when I say full, I didn't go back and do different choices, but I did one full playthrough. It was a great time too. So I think I did that like late 2019, I want to say. So check that out. I was a bigger boy back then, but I'm still that happy boy from back then. Anyway, Doki Doki. There you go. Had to get that. A Plague Tale Innocence. Had to get this. Not GameStop. I keep saying GameStop and GameFly. This time it was from Amazon. Amazon had this for like $25 on mistake, I think, because it wasn't even out yet. I think it actually goes for 40. So they had it for 25. I was like, you know what? It's on Game Pass. I'm pretty sure. No, I think I have it digitally. It might also be on Game Pass. But I'll get it on PS5. I'm collecting for it. So I really want to play this eventually. So Plague Tale Innocence. Watch Dogs. You know what? I think I always call it Watchdog. Why do I call it Watch Dogs all the time? Or Watchdog. See? I don't know. Anyway, Watch Dogs Legion. I got that. Loose disc in there. Pisses me off because I probably wasn't going to open that, but whatever. I got it for super cheap, added to the collection. I have it on Xbox also. Death Stranding Director's Cut, which is another game I really want to play soon. Everything I want to play soon is, of course, everything I want to play soon is games that take about fucking 300 hours to complete, but really want to play this because I did really enjoy it when it first came out. Didn't finish it, but I got about like maybe 15 hours in and really enjoyed it. And then it just fizzled out again. Monster Truck Championship. I mean, of course, your boy had to get Monster Truck Championship. I'm a monster myself. Rawr. You want to watch out. Anyway, Monster Truck Championship. Got that. Actually, I've heard it's not that bad. It actually has like a 68 on Metacritic, which is not good, but like, considering you probably never heard of this fucking game, that's not bad. Alan Wake Remastered. It's an Alan Wake dance. Alan Wake 2 dance, excuse me. But surprised by how well this aged. I mean, it looks better now because it's remastered, obviously, but still plays well. Just looks great, plays great, feels great. Papa John's. Anyway, Alan Wake Remastered. Happy to have that. It's weird to have that on PS5 considering it's been an Xbox 360 exclusive and I guess Steam exclusive for so long. But next is Warhammer, another Warhammer game. Look, I guess I am a fan. Chaos Bane Slayer Edition, which I think was a PS5 launch game. Got this at GameFly. I think that GameFly had it for like $11. I was like, fuck it, I'll get that. It looked like a Diablo style game anyway, where you play as a dwarf. That sounds dope. So had to get it. Heard it's alright. Next is Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX, which was also from GameFly. And if you don't know, GameFly, whenever they sell you a game, they give you everything that it came with originally. So it did come with some goodies. Look, it came with a manual and a keychain that says Alex Kidd fights the Taliban. What is it called? In Miracle World. There you go. It's weird that can you see that? It's weird that the TM is bigger than the subtitle font. It's a little weird to me. Anyway, I like that they put the TM there on the I mean, I guess they had to, I guess, but on the keychain. But anyway, that was cool. That was like, I think $16, I think. Next is Rainbow Six Siege Deluxe Edition. Had to get that because Best Buy had it for like $8. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. Gotta put that on there. Can't drive this, which is probably true for me in particular, but the game is also called that. Can't drive this. It looks like an arcadey style, kind of like almost like a Micro Machine style game, or like what's the top down like Rally Pro Am? Is that the game? like a classic old like racing game where it was like almost top down. It looks pretty cool. I've heard it's okay. It's fine. It's around like the same as that Monster Truck game. I don't know really why I bought this on PS5 because if I ever play this game again, it's gonna be on Xbox, and I do kind of want to play it again because I really loved it. I really did. I like after completing it and thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, you know what? That game I actually absolutely loved, and that is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I really liked it when I first played it. I thought it was great, but after more and more time went by, I was just like, yeah, you know, I love those characters. I love that world. I love that combat. I just loved everything about it. It was probably my favorite Star Wars game since maybe Battlefront 2. I'm talking about the original Battlefront 2. Yeah, yeah. KOTOR came out before that. Dude, the early 2000s were so good for Star Wars games. It might not have been great for movies for Star Wars, but fucking, oh my god, KOTOR? And even KOTOR 2. I know a lot of people don't like KOTOR 2, but KOTOR 2 is still great. Battlefront 1 and 2, fucking masterpieces. Dude, even like the Clone Wars game that came out on Xbox and fucking, like TIE Fighter, Starfighter, all those games. Rogue Squadron on the GameCube, Rogue Squadron 2. Fucking phenomenal games. Anyway, a lot of great Star Wars games. And then EA was like, money. So, anyway, EA just fucked with my camera there. I saw it. It completely unfocused. Next is Tales of Arise. This game I'm actually legitimately starting in the next day or two on Xbox. I got it for PS5 originally because it was like super cheap during Black Friday, and I was like, yeah, I'll just play it on PS5. And then I got a really cheap copy for Xbox, and I was like, you know what? I'd rather play it on Xbox because I have a lot of games, obviously, as I showed you, to play on PS5. So I'll just play it on Xbox, and I'll sell this copy, but I have yet to sell it, so it's in the collection. There you go. Next is Tribes of Midgard, which is a game I was actually kind of excited for. The only thing that looked pretty good in that Gearbox E3 press conference, I think. The only thing worth it, I think. It looked really good, actually. Played maybe like an hour of it, enjoyed it, but need to get back to it. This I only bought because I thought it would be like a hard to get game in the future, and it's still that still might be the case. Tormented Souls, which is a very hardcore like survival horror action game, very similar to Resident Evil. Yeah, I really wanted to play this. I really wanted to get this just in case in the future it becomes rare. Do not want to play it though, even though it does have a dope ass shotgun. I don't know if anybody's seen the shotgun in this game. So cool. You'll probably be like, if you look it up, you'll probably be like, wait, what? It's just a pipe and a fucking thing, but it's so cool. I love it. Just look it up. Did I say fucking Fist was the first import? I actually forgot I got this. Technically an import, but I bought it from an American seller, so I guess import because it is an import game. Anyway, Terminator Resistance Enhanced Edition. This is a PEGI, of course, 18 or 16. Sorry, excuse me. Wait, why is this 16? It says M rated. Shouldn't be 18? I don't know how it works. Anyway, but I had to get this Terminator Resistance. I did really enjoy it when I played it on Xbox. I never finished it, which is the case for a lot of games for me. But really want to play this, especially since that new DLC came out where Kyle Reese is in it. So I was like, ooh. Huge Terminator fan. We haven't had the best luck with Terminator movies in the last, 20 years. we should probably just give up at this point, right? But video games, I've heard this one's solid, so at least I got that. There are some good Terminator games out there. Subnautica Below Zero. Had to get that. I will probably never play this game because it looks too terrifying to me, but I did buy it thinking like, oh, maybe I will. And then I was thinking about like, nah, there's too many creepy things under the sea. Under the sea. There's a bunch of fucking evil under the sea. Fuck that. Spirit of the North Enhanced Edition. I actually played a couple hours of this game. I enjoyed it. It is legitimately just you as a fox walking around in the where is it? In the north, I guess. And it's kind of cool because it looks really good. It's not like top tier when it comes to graphics, but it has a nice environment to it, like a nice atmosphere is what I meant to say. But it is just walking around. That was at least what I played so far. At least was just walking around. I think you have to hide at one point, but that's like it. I'll probably go back to it. I heard it's pretty short. But it's cute. You get to play as a fox, and a spirit spot fox like guides you and stuff. It's cool. Scarlet Nexus. This game I played a couple hours of. You see it. You really seeing a trend right here. I do want to go back to it. It's on Game Pass now. You see a trend there too. I buy shit on PS5 and then it goes to Game Pass like a month fucking later. But yeah, really I feel bad. I just don't play any fucking video games. Oh, the next game I completed. All right, good. All right. Anyway, I heard that game's great and I did like what I played, but this game I did complete. Resident Evil Village. There you go. Pat myself on the back if I can reach it. Great game. Loved it. Mommy milkers. Great bosses. Great atmosphere. Great pretty much everything about this game. I actually absolutely loved it. The only reason why I haven't played it again is because there's just one part in the game that fucking terrified me too much. Like, it legitimately, I think, is one of the scariest shit I've ever played in a video game. You can see my reaction for it too, because I was playing on PS5, and luckily, while you're playing on PS5, as long as you have the microphone on not on mute, you could just record any audio reaction. And I was just like, I did that happened. I like, just watch it. Just watch it. I almost died in the video. Returnal, which I'm actually is not in here because it's actually in my PS5 right now because I was actually going to load it up again and play. So just a little bit. Played about 3 hours of it. Really enjoyed it. Wanted to wait until they had an update because they said they were going to work on an update where you can play it and then leave it off and play a different game if you want and come back and you're still in your cycle. And they finally added that, so that's cool. Yeah, what I played, great game, looks great, played great. Want to go back to it. All right, let's do these. All right, so these two I actually bought because they came in nice little boxes. I'm not gonna lie, I really did. Because these two games I already have on Xbox, but I was like, you know what? I kind of want them for the boxes. So I got Greedfall Gold Edition, which comes in like a nice little box. I always have my pinky down here just to make sure nothing falls out whenever I'm holding a box, but I think we're good. Yeah. Which comes with like a art cards or lithographs, excuse me. So I thought that was cool. Like the little box, so I had to get it. I don't know. I'm a sucker for that shit. This one I really wanted because I had a feeling this would probably be rare in the future. And even though I think I bought this from GameStop and they kind of fucked my box up, which is not good. Don't like that. I think it is kind of rarish now. So Mortal Shell Enhanced Edition. This is the deluxe set. Which comes with postcards and an art book. Okay, that's kind of cool. So there you go. Had to get that. And the last 5 games. And these are big games. So that's why I'm going to show you them all at once. Okay? I'm not kidding. This is not a joke. You thought BB and Tina was big? Guys, I need to move this. Hold on. Oh, don't fall. Don't you fucking fall, you son of a bitch. All right. What's going on? Why are you about to fall, bro? Calm down. All right. I'm not kidding when I say this is huge. Are you ready? Because one of the reasons why it took me so long to do this PS5 collection update is because I wanted to show you these games in this collection update. And they're here. So, without further ado, I have 5 games from famed publisher GS2 Games, top tier publishers of BB and Tina and Chicken Shooter Deluxe or whatever it's called. Chicken Shoot, what is it called? Oh, wait, hold on. I need to get the name right before I'm smited right here. Chicken Crazy. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the most important word in that title. Crazy Chicken Shooter Edition, which I don't. It's Crazy Chicken. Oh, is the game called Crazy Chicken and this is the Shooter Edition? I just realized that. But I think the game is all about shooting chickens. So shouldn't the name be just Crazy Chicken Shooter? But the edition makes no sense. Wait, is it the Crazy Edition? Is it Crazy Chicken Shooter Edition? Wait, I'm confused. Anyway, GS2 Games right there. Look at that logo. God, they probably made that in Photoshop in about a minute. You know, the signs of quality. Had to get these games. So first of all, we have Panda Hero Remastered, which I know you were wondering when it was going to get remastered. Fuck Alan Wake. Fuck Last of Us. All these remastered games out there. This was the real shit. Mass Effect? Fucking suck my ass effect. This is the real stuff. Panda Hero. You're probably like, whoa, look at those 3D graphics. Well, no, the game actually looks like this. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that's what the game actually looks like. So they even put the 3D model there, even though he looks kind of terrifying anyway. So maybe it's good he wasn't in it, because look at his face. He either did something or he's thinking about doing something. I don't want to know what it is. All right. I know it's wintertime, but that doesn't mean you can't play this game. You're still allowed to. Summer Sports Games 4K Edition. Now that is a face. That's a face. Look at that face. Look at this face. Look at that face. Look at her face. Can you see her face? There's some good faces. This game gives good face. And it's in 4K. I mean, it definitely looks like it needs it. I don't know if you could see. By the way, these are all GameStop exclusives, so shout outs to GameStop for supplying these. I highly recommend watching some gameplay for this. But don't worry. Even though summer sports, whatever, that doesn't make any sense right now. There is winter sports games as well, which makes sense. And this is also in 4K edition. The other versions were in, I don't know, half K maybe. But this one, oh look, the storage, you only need 640 megabytes for this game. Wow, and 4K too, and it's only 640 megabytes. Wow, that's crazy. How much was sports games? 1.3 gigabytes. Okay, so I guess summer. I guess because they have to render out everything that's not just white, so there's like green and blue. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, or maybe there's just less content in this game. 3D mini golf. I know some PGA Tour thing just happened recently, so I'm sure you're like, you know what? I kind of want to get my golf on. And you could play the PGA Tour games, but fuck that. 3D mini golf. Not exactly the same thing, but you know, it's good enough. So, and this is remastered too. You could tell it's remastered because they put 2 sparkles on the remastered logo. Oh, there's one above it too. I didn't even realize. So there's 3 actually. Oh, there's sparkles on the 3D. Which, by the way, 3D. This one actually looks like it could be maybe okay. I mean, all these look great. And the last one, 3D Billiards Pool and Snooker Remastered. That one does not have sparkles. And, you know, this one looks really good. I do want to also point out that this game, they're probably rushing to get these out because, you know, Christmas is coming. I understand. They want to sell it to people that obviously want them, like me. But I do want to bring up the fact that it says 3D Billiards. You know, it's a billiards game. But the side of it does say Panda Hero. So technically, I have 2 copies of Panda Hero Remastered. There you go. 2 Panda Heroes. Quality control over at GS2. I mean, what are you gonna do? And that's it. I had to end it with something real strong. So, 48 minutes. Wow, I went through it quicker than I thought I would. I thought this would take way too fucking long. And technically, 48 minutes is still long, but not terrible, I guess. So there you go. That is that. I hope you enjoyed it, because I surely did. Look at it. Oh, don't drop. Don't fall. Look at this. This is just one stack. Look at all those games. Oh, baby, look at all those games. All right, you stay there. Don't fall, please. Don't fall. Thank you, everybody that's watched. And, of course, if you have any suggestions on what game collection you would like to see in the future, I still have a bunch of ones that I want to do. PS2 I want to do also. PS3 I would like to do again in the near future. I did one. Oh, actually, I think PS3. Did I do that one recently? I don't remember. I think I did. Oh, maybe not PS3 then. But I want to do Xbox, of course. Xbox Original I want to do also. So let me know which ones you'd like to see. I'd probably put a poll up on my thing anyway. Thank everybody that voted too for the poll for this one, because I said, hey, anybody would like to see it, and people voted. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Anyway, there you go. That's it. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Until next time. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Praise be GS2 games.